You want success, you want love, you want millions. Stop lying to yourself. You don't attract what you wish for, you attract what the hell you are. Your life is a mirror. And right now, that mirror is showing your excuses, not your execution. Most people chase dreams they'll never catch because deep down, they haven't become the person worthy of them. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. In this no BS breakdown, I'm gonna show you exactly why your results suck and how to level up into the powerhouse that naturally attracts what you desire. Energy doesn't lie. It's the most honest thing about you. Long before you speak, long before you pitch, long before you explain what you want or what you think you deserve, your energy has already spoken on your behalf, and guess what? The world listens. People don't just hear your words, they feel your presence. And if that presence is weak, uncertain, or desperate, the world will treat you exactly like that. Weak, uncertain, and desperate. You want high-level results? Then show up with high-level energy. Not once, not occasionally, every damn day. That means walking into a room like you belong there. That means approaching every task like it matters. Because it does. It's not about being loud. It's not about being fake. It's about being aligned. Your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs, and your intensity must all point in the same direction. People can smell inconsistency from a mile away. And inconsistency repels everything worth having. You don't attract wealth, power, opportunity, or high-value people by talking about what you want. You attract them by becoming the kind of person who commands respect without saying a word. That's energy, that's posture, that's unshakable internal belief. And here's the truth. Your current life is a perfect reflection of your current energy. If your life is filled with mediocrity, it's because that's what your energy is attracting. If your circle is filled with complainers and losers, guess what that says about you? Harsh. Damn right. But reality doesn't care about your feelings. It reflects who you are, not who you pretend to be. When you carry yourself like a king or a queen, when you walk like you've got purpose, when you work like you're possessed by a mission, everything changes. People notice, doors open, the right people come to you. Why? Because high-level energy is magnetic. It's rare, it's unmistakable. And in a world drowning in self-doubt and victimhood, it stands out like a lion among sheep. But here's the price. You have to earn that energy. You don't fake it, you build it. Through discipline, through consistency, through doing what you say you're going to do, even when no one's watching. That internal fire you feel when you keep a promise to yourself, that's the energy I'm talking about. Stack enough of those wins, and suddenly you start vibrating on a whole new frequency. So here's the bottom line. Raise your standards or settle for scraps. Your energy is either attracting power or repelling it. There is no in between. So if you're tired of getting crumbs, tired of being overlooked, tired of watching others live the life you want, then change your damn energy. Don't wait for permission. Don't ask for approval. Become undeniable. Because once your energy is right, everything else aligns. The world won't just notice you, the world will chase you. You say you want success. You say you want wealth. You say you want freedom, legacy, power. But let me ask you, what do your actions say? Because the universe isn't listening to your mouth, it's watching your feet. You don't get paid for your dreams, you get paid for your discipline. And right now, if your habits suck, your life will too. Period. You can talk about ambition all day long, but if you're still hitting the snooze button 5 times every morning, you're not serious. You're soft. You say you want to build an empire, but you can't even build a consistent morning routine. You want to be a high performer, but you scroll Instagram like it's your job. You're not attracting success, you're attracting more distraction, more delay, more disappointment. Why? Because you haven't earned the right to rise. You haven't put in the repetitions, the grind, the daily discipline that builds the man or woman capable of holding what they claim they want. Habits are the bricks that build your identity. Every choice you make is casting a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. So if your habits are lazy, if they're reactive, if they're scattered and weak, don't be shocked when your life looks the same. Life doesn't give you what you wish for, it hands you what you've trained for. If you've been training your mind and body to take the easy way out, guess what? You'll attract easy, weak, forgettable results. You need to start acting like the person you say you want to become before the results show up. You want to be a champion, train like one. You want to be rich, structure your day like a millionaire. You want to lead, start leading your damn self. Because nobody is coming to fix your life. There is no secret mentor, no magic formula. It's you versus your patterns. And your habits are either compounding your power or compounding your problem. You think billionaires leave their life to chance? You think elite athletes skip their routines because they're not feeling it? Hell no, they show up regardless. That's the damn difference. Consistency over comfort, discipline over dopamine. If you can master your habits, you can master your life. If you can't, then be ready to settle for scraps while others who executed rise to the top. So forget the talk. Forget the wish lists and vision boards and all that fluffy crap. Look at your day. Look at your routine. What are you rehearsing every single day? Because that's your future. Right there. You either rise through ritual or rot in regret. Change your habits and your results will chase you, not the other way around. The world responds to certainty, not noise, not wishful thinking, not half-hearted efforts, certainty. When you walk into a room unsure, timid, second-guessing yourself, people feel it. It leaks out of your body language, your tone, your energy. You can dress the part, talk the talk, but if your soul isn't vibrating with conviction, you'll be ignored, like background noise. You'll blend into the crowd. Why? Because the world doesn't listen to maybe. It listens to I will. It listens to I'm doing this, with or without your permission. People follow confidence because it gives them permission to believe in something bigger. Most are walking through life scared, uncertain, waiting for someone to show them it's okay to be bold. When you show up already convinced of your own greatness, when you operate like your goals are non-negotiable, you become a magnet. Certainty is louder than words. It's what makes billionaires, leaders, legends. They don't wait to feel ready. They decide they are ready and act like it. That decision, that internal power, flips the switch. You want success? You want influence? Start carrying yourself like it's already yours. I don't mean arrogance, I mean certainty. An unshakable belief that no matter the obstacles, you're going to win. And if you fall, you'll get back up swinging harder. Certainty is a choice. And most people are too soft to make it. They want to feel safe. They want to be liked. Newsflash, the most certain people in the world are the most disliked at first because they challenge the weak. They rattle the comfortable. They expose the mediocre. But they win every time. You think Steve Jobs waited for applause before believing in his vision? You think Elon Musk asked permission before shaking industries? These people didn't walk into the room looking for validation. They walked in ready to dominate. You've got to adopt the same mindset. Not later, now. Be the MF who walks into the room and shifts the temperature. Because your presence says, I'm here and I don't need to prove anything. That level of inner certainty is rare, and that's why it's powerful. Certainty doesn't mean you know all the answers. It means you trust yourself to figure it out. It means you don't crumble when things go sideways. It means your vision stays rock solid while everyone else wavers. That's the difference between the dreamers and the doers. Dreamers talk, doers decide. Decide that you are the one, not tomorrow, not next year, now. Show the world what conviction looks like. Because when you stop asking for permission, when you walk like you've already won, people move out of your way, opportunities open, the universe starts aligning, not because you begged, but because you became. You want a 10 out of 10 life, but you're walking around with 4 out of 10 standards. And that's the harsh truth most people don't want to hear. It's easy to say you want to be rich, successful, respected, and admired. But if your daily habits, your mindset, and your energy don't back it up, the world can see right through the facade. You can't fake high value. No amount of fancy clothes, flashy cars, or empty words will convince anyone you've got what it takes if you're not living it from the inside out. True confidence, discipline, and leadership are not costumes you put on for a night. They're a lifestyle, a commitment, and a reflection of who you are at your core. Let's get real. People are experts at reading energy. They can smell fake from a mile away. When you pretend to be something you're not, when you put on a mask of confidence, but inside you're riddled with doubt and fear, it's like a flashing neon sign screaming imposter. And what happens to imposters? They get ignored, dismissed, or worse, pitied. They don't attract power, they attract skepticism and a lack of respect. The world respects authenticity, respects strength. It respects people who own their flaws but refuse to let those flaws define them. So if you want to be someone who commands attention and draws success, you have to become that person genuinely and relentlessly. High value isn't about perfection, it's about consistency and standards. It's about waking up every damn day and committing to be better than you were yesterday. No excuses. You can't fake discipline. Discipline shows up in the little things, getting up early when everyone else sleeps in, grinding through the tasks no one else wants to do, staying focused on your goals even when motivation dips. When you live with discipline, it creates an aura around you. People notice because it's rare and powerful. Without it, you're just another voice in a crowded room. Leadership is another thing you can't fake. It's not about barking orders or bossing people around. Real leadership is about presence, integrity, and taking responsibility for your actions. Leaders inspire. They create environments where others want to follow. You either have that presence or you don't. Pretending to be a leader while acting like a victim or blaming others won't get you anywhere. Leadership is earned through action and character, not through words. If you want a 10/10 life, you have to raise your standards to that level first. You need to look at your current standards and ask yourself, are these standards attracting the life I want? If the answer is no, then it's time for a hard reset. Stop settling for mediocrity. Stop pretending you're on a higher level than you really are. Because the world will show you your true level. One way or another, you attract what you are, not what you want. That's why so many people stay stuck in the same place, chasing the same dreams, but never breaking through. They're wearing a mask that's peeling off with every interaction. High-value people aren't perfect, but they're authentic, disciplined, and consistent. They own their identity and refuse to settle for less than they deserve. They don't seek validation from others because their self-worth comes from their actions, their character, and their unwavering commitment to growth. So if you're ready to stop pretending and start becoming the real deal, it's time to raise your standards, change your habits, and commit to a lifestyle where you live your value every single day. Because only when you become that person will the life you want start showing up in your reality. The growth is the only magnet. This isn't some fluffy motivational line to toss around and forget. It's a brutal truth that separates the winners from the wannabes, the leaders from the followers, and the wealthy from the broke. You want better results in life? You want better relationships, better income, better respect, better everything? Then you have to be better. It's not about wishing or hoping or manifesting while sitting on your ass. It's about upgrading yourself in every possible way, physically, mentally, emotionally, because the world does not hand out success to the weak, the lazy, or the complacent. Look around. The only people who achieve the kind of life most dream of are the ones who commit to relentless growth. And growth, it's uncomfortable. It's painful. It's a daily battle with yourself. Growth means showing up every day and doing the work when you don't feel like it. Growth means crushing the excuses that try to drag you back into mediocrity. It means putting in the sweat and discipline nobody else wants to deal with because they'd rather scroll social media or binge watch TV. Stop chasing shortcuts and hacks. If you're constantly looking for some trick or cheat code to get ahead, you're fooling yourself. There is no magic pill or overnight success. Real growth happens when you face your weaknesses head on, smash through your limits, and commit to improving bit by bit. It's waking up early when your bed feels too comfortable. It's reading, learning, and sharpening your mind when everyone else is distracted. It's pushing your body to the limit and nourishing it like a machine built for greatness. It's facing your emotional fears and vulnerabilities and turning them into strength. This is the grind, the blood and sweat and tears that nobody talks about, but everyone respects. If you want to attract better opportunities, better people, and better money, you need to become a better version of yourself. Because here's the kicker, growth isn't optional. The alternative is stagnation, and stagnation means decay. Staying the same means you're falling behind while the world moves forward without you. Staying broke, stuck, and irrelevant is just as painful as growth, but it's a pain you bring on yourself by refusing to change. So you might as well choose the pain that leads to power. When you grow, you become magnetic. People see it in your confidence, your energy, your mindset. You don't need to chase success. Success chases you. Growth builds momentum, and that momentum pulls in everything you want because you've earned it. But it's earned through discipline, sacrifice, and relentless self-improvement. No one owes you anything. Not respect, not success, not a damn thing. You have to command it by being the strongest, sharpest, most capable version of yourself every single day. Growth is the only magnet that pulls in the life you want. It's not easy, but nothing worth having ever is. The question is simple. Are you ready to do the hard work? Or are you going to keep making excuses and settling for scraps? The choice is yours. But remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if you want better, start by becoming better. Relentlessly, unstoppably, no matter what. You're not waiting on the world's waiting on you to level the hell up. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So get serious, get relentless, and become the kind of person who attracts everything you desire without begging, without chasing, without apologizing. Obsession over excuses. If you're done making excuses, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. I am the magnet. Let the world know who the hell you are.